That's why you were born in September. It begins like a whisper through the veil, a moment, barely a breath, when the soul remembers why it chose this life. Not a date, not a calendar, but a frequency, a divine rhythm your spirit aligned with before you were even born. September is not just a month, it is a doorway, a vibration of harvest, wisdom, and sacred endings. And those who are born beneath its light, whether they know it or not, are marked with something ancient, something quiet, but powerful. Can you feel it? That echo inside you, like a song you've heard in a dream. The kind you can't explain, but somehow know by heart. If this message already stirs something inside you, I invite you to walk deeper with us. Like this video and subscribe to this channel, not as an obligation, but as a blessing. Each soul that joins us helps spread more light, more remembering, and in doing so, you bless your own path too. What if your soul didn't just arrive in September? What if it chose September, chose the energies, the lessons, and the sacred timing with intention? Imagine this. Your soul stands before a glowing veil, surrounded by light beings and guides. It scans across lifetimes, seeking the perfect alignment, the exact moment in Earth's rhythm that mirrors its deepest purpose. And it stops at September, the ninth gate. The vibration of completion, refinement, and rebirth. But why? What does it mean to be born in September? Is it just astrology, mere coincidence? Or is there a deeper truth hidden within the month of your birth, one that your soul has been trying to remind you of your whole life? In this video, we're going to uncover the spiritual blueprint of those born in September. You'll discover the hidden soul contract linked to this month, why people born in September often feel like old souls, the karmic themes, emotional challenges, and sacred gifts you carry, and how to activate the deeper reason you were born now, in this lifetime, whether you're a Virgo or Libra. Whether you were born at the start or end of September, this is for you. Because the truth is, your birth was not random, and once you remember why you came, the whole path begins to shift. If you've ever felt like there's something different about you, something quietly powerful, this message is for you. Like this video if it speaks to your spirit. Let's begin. September is the ninth month of the year, and in the language of spirit, 9 is never just a number. It is the number of completion, of wisdom earned through lifetimes, of endings that prepare the soul for its next evolution. Numerologically, 9 represents the old soul, someone who's lived many lives, seen many truths, and carries a natural sense of spiritual gravity. People born in September often seem mature beyond their years, not because of what they've learned in this life, but because of what they came remembering. Can you recall moments from childhood where you felt like the observer instead of the participant? Did you often sense more than what was said, reading emotions, energies, even silence? This is not coincidence. The month of September vibrates with the energy of the wise guardian. Those born under it are here to integrate, not just explore. But there's something else about the number 9. It's the last of the single digits. In many spiritual traditions, it's seen as the final stage before transformation, a kind of sacred threshold. Could this be why people born in September often feel like they're between worlds, like they're standing on the edge of something unseen? Pause here. Close your eyes. Picture a soft light inside your chest, glowing gently. That's the soul's memory, reminding you. You've been here before.
I almost forgot. Before we begin, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It may seem small, but it truly means the world to us. It helps the message reach others
and encourages me to continue creating more content that supports you on your inner journey.
Those born in September often embody the archetype of the healer scholar. They are seekers of truth, yet not always loud about it. They carry knowledge in their bones, but prefer silence to spectacle. Theirs is not the fire of ego, but the calm of understanding. In many Buddhist and mystical teachings, there is the concept of the Bodhisattva, a being who returns to this world not for pleasure, but to serve, to uplift, to guide. Does that sound familiar? September-born souls are often this type. not because of what they do, but because of how they see. They notice the small sufferings others miss. They listen deeply, not just with ears, but with presence, and their mission: to bring harmony where there's confusion, to plant seeds of clarity in places clouded by noise. But here's the catch: they often doubt themselves. Because they feel so much, they sometimes question, am I too sensitive? Why do I feel responsible for fixing things I didn't break? That's part of the soul lesson: to learn the difference between compassion and over-responsibility, to guide without carrying everyone's burdens. Because your gift is not in saving, it's in awakening. If this resonates with your journey so far, leave a comment below. This is me. Most souls born in September fall under two signs, Virgo and Libra. But these are more than zodiac names. They are spiritual archetypes. Let's begin with Virgo, the earth healer. Virgos carry the sacred blueprint of purification. They are here to refine, to bring order, clarity, and healing into the chaos of life. Think of a temple caretaker, quiet, methodical, tending to the invisible with sacred precision. That is Virgo energy. If you were born in early to mid-September, you may have this essence: a deep need to fix what is broken, a longing for inner and outer cleanliness, a sense that your mind never stops processing. But Virgo's deeper path isn't just about perfection. It's about learning that you are already enough, even in the mess, the unfinished, the unknown. Then there is Libra, the soul balancer. Born in the later part of September, Libras are guided by the divine law of harmony. Not just social peace, but karmic equilibrium. Libras often feel tension in places where energy is imbalanced. Avoid conflict, not out of fear, but spiritual intuition. Possess a natural eye for beauty, symmetry, and fairness. But their soul lesson is profound: to stop losing themselves in the needs of others. To remember that true balance begins within. So whether you carry Virgo's sacred order or Libra's sacred balance, September souls are not random. They are sent here to restore something ancient. If you've ever struggled between being a perfectionist and a peacekeeper, you're not alone. Like this video if that speaks to your experience. While the zodiac signs differ, the deeper element guiding September-born souls is earth. But not the dry, rigid earth of control. This is living earth, rich, dark soil that holds memory. A grounding force, but also a portal. Those born in September often have an uncanny ability to sense what's real. They can tell when something, or someone, lacks depth. They are not impressed by surface-level charm. They want substance, truth, integrity. Have you ever felt frustrated when others seem content with shallow answers? That's not judgment, it's your soul asking for deeper resonance. The earth element also gives you the gift of endurance. You may bend, but you rarely break. You know how to stay, even when things get hard. But here lies the spiritual challenge. Because you are so rooted, you may also resist change. You hold on. To routines, to people, to ideas, long after they've served you. The soul lesson here is not to uproot your grounded nature. It's to learn when to release. When to allow the earth to shift beneath you so something new can grow. Close your eyes for a moment. Visualize roots growing from your feet into the earth. Now imagine them gently loosening, making space for new soil, new life. That is what September asks of you: to hold strong but not rigid, to be grounded but never stuck. If you're learning to let go while still standing tall, comment "rooted not stuck" below. Every birth month carries karmic imprints, sacred lessons encoded into time. For those born in September, the karmic themes are especially deep and often hidden. The first is the burden of responsibility. September-born souls often feel they have to hold things together. In families, in relationships, even in silence. Have you ever noticed yourself stepping into the role of the fixer, the one who sees the cracks before anyone else does? This isn't just personality, it's soul memory. Many September souls come from past lives where they were caretakers, healers, or spiritual guides. They witnessed collapse. And in this life, they're wired to prevent it. But here's the danger. This deep sense of duty can easily turn into self-neglect. You give, you serve, but do you receive? Another karmic theme is control versus trust. Because your soul remembers the pain of things falling apart, it tries to manage every detail. But control is not the same as safety. And your deeper lesson is this: to trust that not everything needs to be perfect for you to be loved. Let that sink in. The final karmic thread is truth versus approval. You often know what needs to be said, but you hesitate, afraid it will disrupt harmony, afraid of being too much. But truth is your medicine, and learning to speak it gently, firmly, lovingly is part of your liberation. If any of this feels like your inner story, give this video a like. Let's help more September souls wake up to their truth. There's a special kind of power that doesn't shout. It doesn't push, demand, or dominate. There it simply is, steady, clear, undeniable. This is the power many September-born people carry. It's quiet power. From the outside, they may seem reserved, even shy. But beneath that surface is a well of insight, intuition, and inner strength. They often feel like they're watching the world rather than running with it. Have you ever been told you're too quiet or too serious? That's because people around you sense something they can't name. Your stillness makes them aware of their own noise. Your energy carries a kind of ancient memory, a presence that reminds others of what they've forgotten. But here's the paradox. Because your power is subtle, even you may forget it's there. You may question your voice, your path, your worth. That's part of your journey. To stop hiding your light just because it's soft. To realize that stillness is not weakness, it's sacred clarity. You weren't meant to blend in. You were meant to bring balance, to anchor truth, to remind the world how to feel again. Take a deep breath. Feel that truth settle into your chest. It belongs to you. If you've ever doubted your quiet strength, comment below. My stillness is sacred. Many September-born individuals experience a spiritual awakening around midlife. Not necessarily a dramatic moment, but a deep, subtle unraveling. A pull inward, a call they can no longer ignore. It often begins with restlessness. Things that once felt normal begin to feel hollow. Relationships shift, values change. The roles they once played no longer fit. This is not a breakdown. It's a soul emergence. The earth element in September souls keeps them grounded for the first part of life. But there comes a point where the soul whispers, "Now it's time to rise." Have you felt this lately? A longing for more meaning. A quiet voice inside saying, "This isn't all there is." That's the September code activating. It's the second phase of your soulless mission, moving from outer order to inner truth. This shift may feel lonely at first. You might withdraw, question everything. But that's sacred, because in that space, your intuition begins to speak louder than the world. And here's the gift. Once you step into this deeper layer, life begins to respond differently. You attract depth. You create peace. You become a guide, just by being you. This isn't something to force, it's something to allow. If you felt this quiet shift happening inside you, like something sacred is waking up, comment, "I'm ready." Even the strongest souls come with a child inside. And the inner child of those born in September is often watching more than playing. From an early age, September-born children tend to feel like the responsible one. They mature quickly, not because they wanted to, but because they had to. Perhaps they were the peacemaker in the family, the quiet one who noticed things no one talked about, the one who held space for others, but didn't always know how to ask for space themselves. Sound familiar? This creates a deep wound, the fear of being a burden. So instead of expressing needs, they become self-sufficient. Instead of crying out, they try to handle it. And that creates an emotional armor, subtle but heavy. But here's the truth your soul wants you to remember. Your sensitivity is not weakness. Your needs are not burdens. Your presence is not too much, and it's a blessing. The inner child of September is not broken. It is wise beyond its years, but still longs to be seen, to be held, to be safe. Close your eyes. Visualize that younger version of yourself, the one who carried too much, too soon. Now imagine wrapping them in light. Tell them, "You did well, and now you get to rest." This healing is not selfish, it's sacred. If you're ready to reconnect with that younger version of yourself, comment below, "I see you, I love you." If you were born in September, you didn't come here just to survive. You came with a mission, quiet, sacred, and often hidden beneath layers of self-doubt, but it's there, and it whispers through the things you care most deeply about: the desire to make things better, the longing for justice, beauty, and truth, the ache you feel when the world is out of balance. Your mission is not to fix everything. It's to become an anchor, a calm presence in a chaotic world, to walk the middle path between knowing and feeling, action and stillness. Have you noticed that people open up to you easily? That strangers feel safe telling you their stories? That's no accident. Your aura is like soft gravity, pulling truth toward it. Your presence invites healing, even when you say nothing. But here's what most September-born souls forget. Your mission doesn't have to be grand, it doesn't have to be public, it just has to be real. Whether you're a teacher, a parent, a healer, an artist, or simply someone who listens deeply, your sacred purpose is already woven into your daily life. The invitation is to notice it, to honor it, to stop minimizing what your soul came here to do, because the world needs your clarity, your compassion, your quiet brilliance. If you're ready to own your purpose, not someday but now, comment, "I accept my mission." Let me offer you 3 spiritual tools that may shift your entire inner state, starting today. These are not rules or doctrines, they are gentle doorways back to your own sacred rhythm. 1. The practice of sacred simplicity. September souls often overthink, overanalyze, and overgive, but your spirit thrives in simplicity. Try this. Each morning, light a candle and ask, "What is mine to carry today? And what is not?" Allow stillness to speak louder than your mind. This one ritual can bring profound clarity. 2. Speak your inner truth, softly, steadily. Many born in September silence themselves to keep the peace. But peace built on silence is not peace, it's tension. Start small. Speak your needs. Share your boundaries. Let your truth be heard, not to confront, but to connect. Every time you speak with love and clarity, you realign with your soul. 3. Connect with the season of harvest. September is the month of harvest, so ask yourself often, what am I harvesting this season of my life? Reflect on what is complete, what is ready to be released, and what new seeds want to be planted. Walk in nature. Touch the earth. Let the season mirror your own transformation. You are not separate from nature. You are a living part of it. If any of these tools resonate with your soul, comment below. This is my path. So now you know. You weren't just born in September. You chose it. With care, with purpose, with soul-level precision. You chose the quiet power of the number 9. You chose the grounding of Earth. You chose the balance of Libra or the clarity of Virgo. You chose the month of sacred harvest, where things come full circle, and the soul remembers what it came to complete. And maybe, just maybe, you're starting to feel why. Every doubt you've carried, every time you felt different, every time you sensed that you were here to bring something others couldn't name, it was all part of the remembering. And now you're remembering. Take this truth with you. Your soul's presence is not an accident. Your timing was divine. And this world is better, softer, wiser, and more awake, because you are in it. So light a candle tonight, place your hand on your heart, and whisper to yourself, "I was born in September and now I remember why." What part of this message spoke to your soul the most? Share with me in the comments below. I read them all. If this touched you in any way, help me pass this on. Like this video and subscribe for more Buddhist and spiritual insights, and if you want to go even deeper, I invite you to watch this next video. It might just awaken the next layer of your soul.